As a gamer, people think I just sit at my computer all day and play games. Now, that might be partially true if you look at my stream, twitch.tv/freshman19, by the way.
No way.
Well, what if I told you that's not entirely true? I like to include board games into the title gamer. In many ways, board games are just video games with extra steps. So why do you like it so much? Let's take one of my favorite board games ever, Marvel Dice Throne. In layman's terms, who's layman and why does he have to be the embodiment of simplistic terms? Poor layman. It's Yahtzee, but you play as Marvel characters and you battle it to the death by rolling dice and matching symbols for certain attacks. Then why do you like it so much? If it's just Yahtzee. Dice Throne introduces a mechanic that is not known to any board game ever. Cards. These cards do things that upgrade abilities or even make you do more damage on your next attack. The best way for me to explain any of this is with a good old game commentary.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and roll for my offensive roll phase. And bam. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my first re-roll.
Similar to Yahtzee, you can re-roll your dice up to 2 extra times.
To re-roll all dice. Okay, that counts. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my last re-roll to re-roll these. Okay.
So let's see what player 1 rolled here. He managed to land this attack. Let's see what he does next.
So I'm going to go ahead and play samesies for 1 CP. So that reduces my CP by 1. And it changes the value of any of your dice to identical value of another one of your dice. So we have 2 6s here. So I'm going to go ahead and change the value of this 2 to a 6. And change this value of a 4 to a 6 because it matches. It's identical to another dice. So we have 4 6s.
Crazy mechanic, huh? Yeah, you're able to play cards that manipulate your rolls to help you land attacks that you didn't initially roll for. But player 1 isn't done yet.
And then I'm going to go ahead and play 6-it for 1 CP. And that allows me to change any dice into a 6. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my ultimate ability, Venom Shock, because I rolled all 6s.
Bro really manipulated his dice to land a Yahtzee, or in this case, an ultimate ability. Ultimate abilities are the strongest attack any characters can do in this game. And if we look at player 2's health, he has exactly the amount needed to lose if this attack goes through.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my ultimate ability, Venom Shock.
Not if I have to say anything about it. I'm going to go ahead and play Helping Hand for 1 CP. And it says select one of your opponent's dice and force them to re-roll it. So I'm going to force you to re-roll it.
I guess I'll re-roll this one. And come on, 6. Let's go. That rolled on a 6.
Dude, no way you just rolled another 6.
So like I said, I'm going to go ahead and use Venom Shock.
Not if I have anything to say about it again. I'm going to go ahead and play Tip It for 1 CP. And it says increase or decrease any dice by the value of 1. So I'm going to go ahead and change that 6 into a 5.
Are you serious? Dude, come on, dude. Like, it's the ultimate move, bro. Like, I rolled it. Yeah, sure, I played 2 cards to do it, but you can't just... Oh, fine. Alright, I guess I'll just have to use Venom Punch. Deals 7 undefendable damage, and I gain invisibility. That whole interaction is one of the main reasons why I love board games so much. The competitiveness of making sure you roll efficiently, but still have to manage your resources to be able to shift the odds in your favor. Why am I doing it again, man? But still having no idea what your opponent could do is just so thrilling. That just explains the reason why I love strategy games so much, but that's only one genre of board games. Much like video games, there are so many genres of board games out there. Someone could tell you they love board games, but only play games like Risk, Monopoly, or like Sorry. There's nothing wrong with that, but there's just a whole side of board games that these people probably haven't even heard of.
or even seen. Let's jump into a whole nother board game genre that I really like. This is a total left field compared to strategy games. I like to call these games social vibe games. Some games that fall into this genre are Wavelengths, Hues and Cues, and my personal favorite, Codenames. Codenames is a game of hint giving and hoping that your teammates are able to go off your vibes and understand what you're trying to hint at. The hint giver gives out a one-worded hint that correlates to a certain amount of words on the grid. If your team manages to guess/pick the right words, you get a point for that word. This game is a little more well known than some of the other board games I like to play, but boy, is it an experience. So let's go ahead and get into a little game commentary again. For the sake of explanation, I'm only going to follow one team. Okay, so I could use the word money to try to hit millionaire, because millionaires have a lot of money, right? And pants, like money pants, like those weird looking pants with all the money on it. Yeah, I think they can get that.
All right, I'm gonna go with money 2.
The hint giver says money 2, which means he wants his team to pick 2 words that correlate with the word money. Well, it's obviously millionaire, right? Because millionaires make a lot of money.
Yeah, that makes sense, but I think we should scope it out a little bit more just in case, right? Yeah, Yeah, it could be date, right? Because you spend a lot of money on a date, but that's like a little bit of a stretch because it could be like date as in like the what day it is on the calendar, right? What about doctor, right? You have to like spend a lot of money to become a doctor, like med school and all that, right?
Here's a catch with the game, though. There's a hidden word in there that's called the assassin word. It's color-coded very specifically on the scorecard. If any team manages to pick the assassin word, they automatically lose. Now, just look at how stressed the hint giver looks. The hint giver can't even say anything about them being right or wrong because that's against the rules. And some people even say making faces can be against the rules. Well, I think our chances with millionaire is really good, so I think we should just go ahead and lock that in. So the hint giver gets to put the respective color on the word since the team managed to guess it right. Now they get to guess for the second word.
What could this last word be? Hear me out, right? Money pants, right? It just sounds right, right?
No way, dude. You think it's pants?
Like money pants.
I don't think that's a good reason to just pick pants, bro. I think our chances with doctor is really so much better, right? Because millionaire, like they make a lot of money, and like doctor, they also make a lot of money. So like it would be a pretty good idea for him to give us that hint, right? Because they kind of like correlate with each other. And it's a 2-word hint, right? So I think we just go with doctor. Here, you could tap it.
I give up. Y'all are so bad at this game, man. What word was it then? Pants, bro. Have y'all seen those corny freaking pants at the mall with like the money on it? Like money pants, bro? Come on. Like you get paid? Money pants? Money in your pants? I told you it was pants, dude. You just gotta listen to me more. I know him more than you do.
And that's another reason why I love board games so much. Codenames is the perfect game to play whenever you don't want to bust something out as intricate and strategic as Dice Throne. There's so many different kinds of board games out there, and I'm sure there's a game for you and your friends. If you have a friend group that loves to have different options in what they can do and optimize their every play a game like Dice Throne. If you have a friend group that seems like they know exactly what everyone is thinking, take it to the test and play a game like Codenames. Being able to troll people in Dice Throne gives me another level of accomplishment. While giving out the perfect hint and codenames for your group to just throw it down the drain brings out this next level of disappointment in your friends. Sometimes even makes you question your friendships in the first place. Believe it or not, I actually only recently got into board games, and the other weekend I was able to show a friend Dice Throne for the first time. Shout out to you, Rifvik, if you're watching this. But it made me realize all these small brain-tingling interactions and dopamine rushes wouldn't be possible without y'all. My friends. Y'all know who y'all are. It might just be the fact that my love language is quality time, but there's nothing more wholesome than just sitting around a table and just enjoying each other's company. As a person who leans way more into the introverted side, board games are the perfect way for me to spend time with my friends without getting overstimulated. A lot of people think introversion means people that just don't like to socialize, But that's not entirely true. The way I look at it is people just look at fun in different ways. Some people will look at a perfect night out, drinking and letting loose, as the epitome of fun. But to me, a perfect night out is a perfect night in with my close friends, rolling dice, playing cards, and freaking out about money pants. But seriously, what even is money pants? So yeah, that about wraps up this week's video. I don't know if I can officially claim this as my first video essay, but I'm going to anyways. After all, this is my channel, so I do whatever I want, right? So let me know what y'all think of my first ever video essay in the comments below. I really enjoyed making this kind of content. I might start trying to do this every week, we'll see. Only time will tell, to be honest. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope y'all liked it just as much as I liked making it. Fresh Flip 19 out.